The following is intended only for mature audiences.
Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's J-Man. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast. I'm J-Man.
This is Steiny.
Beastapalooza.
When we left you in our last episode,
The Beast
had been placed under civil commitment and CPS had gotten involved. Wow. So let's talk about that.
Yes, I'm guessing that went perfectly.
Oh, yeah. Because the next day after the civil commitment hearing, they assigned a worker. And the worker talked to me.
Okay.
And then she said that she had talked to
The Beast.
And that she said she wants to sign her rights away to avoid me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Isn't that fucking nice?
Yeah.
Not, I can't handle being a mom and I want to do what's best for our kids.
I just can't handle being around the dad.
I'm sick of dealing with you.
You bitch!
And Jesus fucking Christ. You know, now we're Wednesday, September 4th. Her mom and our 12-year-old had talked to her. The civil commitment is going forward. They are saying that a formal hearing is going to happen the next day, Thursday, September 5th, which it does. There is the preliminary hearing. And then there's going to be yet another hearing. These are via Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And that hearing on the 16th was when they were going to discuss the terms of the commitment. So get this. On the 5th, she's given a stay of commitment.
Okay.
Meaning this is the soft form now. You're under watch, but here's some conditions. Go to treatment. So she goes to treatment in Rochester. She called to talk to our girls. That was Saturday, September 6th, which is our boy Rick James's birthday.
It is.
So that was a fun birthday for him when I was telling him all this shit. He's like, wow, that's more a present for you than me, but fun to hear about. The next day. So she's been at treatment for one day and she already wants to leave.
And it begins.
Of course.
And then the next day, Monday the 8th of September, 2025, she left that treatment center and is now going to a different one in Hudson, Wisconsin.
Right. And was there a reason? What was the specific reasons why?
I think that she just didn't like the setting there.
Okay, I wasn't sure if this was one of the ones where she felt they were out to get her, or she started getting paranoid. Or...
Everyone's always out to get her. It's fucking ridiculous. Yep. So then the next day, she was going to go to Hudson. She didn't go to Hudson because there was no bed, and she waited too long to show up. They filled the bed they had. So she's at home. So she has a visit with our daughters, and she was very argumentative with me. You know, it's like, here I am trying to fucking save her, and she's getting pissed. The next day, she actually went to the treatment center. I don't hear shit the next day. And then the day after that is when I spoke to the county mental health case manager, temporary case manager lady for our daughter. And I'm like, she's been 3 months stable. I don't think we need to do this. There's a lot going on with mom. But she has therapy and she's taking her meds.
Okay.
So our daughter's case is closed. That's a relief, right? Saturday the 13th, she got booted out of the Hudson place, and now she's going somewhere in St. Paul. This is in 1 week, she's already on her 3rd treatment center. And I'm just like, why the fuck is the county letting her do this? Why is she out? She needs to be in a secure facility. What the fuck?
It's because she's on that soft lock right now, right?
Yeah.
She can check herself in and out.
Yeah, That's the problem. So then she goes to the place in St. Paul, and I think that's whatever. You know, her mom does all this work to get a bunch of stuff of her property to her so she has it. She brings it down there.
Okay.
She's a cunt to her mom. Her mom leaves pissed. And then she tells me and the girls if they can't visit to come see her, she would leave. She's like, if you can't come see me, I'm going to fucking leave this place.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
She uses any leverage she can.
Pretty much. And it was her mom who was going to bring them. Oh, boy. Tuesday the 16th. I spoke to the CPS worker. I gave her an update on everything. And then it's like, what the fuck is going on? Right? I don't hear shit for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday the 20th, she told me the plan. And it's a plan. It fucking makes sense. Yep. I'm like, okay, you got to stick with it. I've had to go from being the person that gives her tough love and tries to force this to happen with the help of her brother and to a much lesser extent her mom and our girls supporting her, to now I've become the support person.
Right.
Because I want her to feel like I don't hate her. I'm very mad. I don't know how to describe this to you all, that how you can still care about somebody's well-being for the sake of your children when they've done you so wrong and done the kids so wrong and you hate their fucking guts, and honestly could be a godsend if they died, but it's like, I can't have that happen. I can't have my daughters grow up without her. Mm-hmm. As much as, conversely, if she did die, all the trauma stops.
I was going to say, in some ways, it's different trauma, right? And it's like, which one's more scarring? Which one's more hurtful?
Yeah. Well, the next day, Sunday the 21st, she got to visit our girls for a few minutes. Only a few minutes. Right. Because her boyfriend was there.
Why didn't the boyfriend leave then?
I don't know. But she keeps prioritizing him over the girls.
Yeah.
And they fucking are so mad, dude.
I don't blame them.
They are so sick of this shit. And the next day on the phone, she has a weird moment of clarity with me. Because here's what happened. I had to put my cat down on the 20th. And I was really, really fucking upset.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had Boomer. He was 18.
Yeah.
I put him down in 25. I had gotten him in 2008.
Yeah.
And I fucking love that cat so much. It's the best pet I ever had. His demeanor was super chill.
Mm-hmm.
He was super cuddly. I could always just sit there and he'd, like if I was in a bad mood, it's like he could sense it. And he'd come just lay by me. And there was times before
the Beast
when I was just alone in my apartment, just me,
mm-hmm.
kind of in between relationships. And all I did was work. And this is after I had to put my first cat, Frankie, down.
Oh, yeah.
So I had Frankie, and then we got Stevie to go with Frankie. Stevie dies in 2008.
Oh, yeah.
I had to put her down.
Yep.
Kidney disease.
Yeah.
It was just kind of random.
CKD, yeah.
A year later, I had to put Frankie down because he had bladder crystals, and I couldn't afford this $1,000 fucking urethra redirection surgery. And it sucks because he was young, dude.
Yeah.
And Frankie was the best. But over time, obviously, as much as I loved him as my first cat, Boomer was my fucking rock, dude. Boomer was there when I had nobody. Yep. Boomer was there when I first met
the Beast.
Boomer was there when
the Beast
brought Buddy, her cat.
Oh, yeah. I remember Buddy.
Yeah, Buddy, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you've listened to the show that long, or my other show, Blumpkin and Friends, he would meow and I'd yell at him. And Boomer was there for all of the kids.
Yeah.
He was there when the Beast and I split. He was there when my wife and I started seeing each other. All the way through our kids and the wedding. Boomer has been there the 4.5 years since she left.
Yeah.
4 years at that point. So when I say that putting him down was terrible, you don't know because there's a story behind why I had to put him down. I thought about doing an entire episode about that. I do not emotionally think I can go through that.
I was going to say that. It sounds like it's going to be tough.
All I got to tell you,
getting around that area,
is Boomer was deaf at that point.
Yeah, I
he
remember
had
that.
Milky eyes, and he was gaunt and emaciated. He'd eat like a champ. He'd drink like a champ. He'd piss all the time. So he clearly was at, unbeknownst to me,
kidney failure.
Early kidney failure.
Yep.
And you couldn't tell, but his back legs were kind of like
locking
always.
up.
Yeah.
And gaunt.
And I wanted to give him a bath. I'm like, Boomer, I haven't given you a bath in so long. Yeah, you're remembering the story now.
Yeah.
And I'm giving him a bath, and he had some fucking knots in his fur that I had taken care of. I was giving him basically a fucking cat spa day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just felt like I've been putting this off for months. I'm going to give him a bath. And I thought there was a tuft in his fur that was knotted. And I pulled it while he was wet. Yeah. And I pulled it and I started to cut it. And I'm like, why is he meowing? So I cut it and then I finished his bath and I dried him off. And then I dry him off and I look.
And bleeding.
I had cut his skin.
Yeah.
And there was not really blood, but you could see, like, not quite the muscle.
Yeah.
But the next layer of skin down. Because cat skin is very, very thin. the top layer with the fur. And I'm like, oh my God, oh no. And the kids are like, what? I'm like, I got to take him to the vet. And I felt so terrible because he's like meowing intermittently. And I'm like, is he in pain? He must be in pain.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I knew right then and there, I'm like, you can't fix this.
Oh,
He's
no.
too fucking old. I had put off putting him to sleep for 3 years with his failing health
Yeah.
and his declining faculties. And it's just like, I don't need this right now. And interestingly enough, earlier that same morning, my youngest daughter, who was 8, was cuddling him on the couch. And she says this. I have a picture. Our 12-year-old took a picture of her cuddling with him. It was the last picture of him that we have.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, Boomy, I love you. I don't want you to die. At the time, like, it didn't mean as much.
Yeah.
Because they had asked me. I had talked about I might need to put him down soon. And my girls had asked me, like, well, what are you going to do? I'm like, I don't know. I started tearing up. I'm like, if I could wave a magic wand and give him 10 years younger
Right.
and have another decade with him, I would totally do it. You guys will all be gone and it'll just be me and Boomer again. And like, it made my 12-year-old cry. She's like, Dad, that's beautiful. I'm like, I love him that much. You don't understand. I love him more than I love some people I know.
Yeah.
And I told the kids, I'm like, I need you guys to say goodbye. They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't think that he's going to be coming home. I'm probably going to have to put him to sleep.
Yeah.
And they were upset.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know this is really a lot, but just pet him and say goodbye. And they did. They said, we love you. And I took him to an emergency vet. And long story short, I had to put him to sleep.
Yeah. They weren't able to save him.
They're like, here's the deal. We can fix this, but it's going to be expensive. And there is the possibility that he's so old that if we put him under, he doesn't come out of it.
Yeah.
He'll just die from that. Like, his heart will be too weak. So that's when I had to put him down. And they put him down, and they doped him up, and I basically sat there cradling him for 10 minutes and talking to him. And shit, he couldn't hear me. So I just pushed his head against my chest
So you could
and let
hear
him
ya.
feel the vibration of my voice. And I said all my goodbyes, and then they put him down, and then they put him in a box, and then I picked up the kids, and they're like, where's Boomer? I'm like, I had to put him to sleep. You know, they're like, where is he? I'm like, he's in a box in the trunk. We're going to go to Papa's house and bury him. We went to my parents' house, we buried him. That's where I buried my other cats.
Sure.
So, how that relates to everything we're talking about. So, Buddy had died. Buddy had died at least a year earlier.
Okay.
And what she had originally told me was that she found him just sleeping on a computer chair and he had just died. And I was like, that's fucking weird. And I went to go say goodbye to him, but she wouldn't let me see him. Her friend wrapped him in a t-shirt, put him in a box. I helped dig a hole. We buried him in our backyard.
Okay.
Now, I want you to know this is going to sound bad when I'm explaining it, but she tearfully confessed to me what really happened. And she did it to make me feel better.
Okay.
She's like, you don't understand. I know how bad you feel about Boomer, but I didn't tell you the truth about Buddy. I'm like, oh, what a fucking shock. You who always lies the first go around. And she proceeds to tell me that she was doing laundry. She had her back turned. She was throwing wet clothes from the washer to the dryer.
Oh, no.
And that she didn't see him climb in.
No.
And that she piled clothes on top of him. And he went through an entire dryer cycle. And that she pulled it out to pull the clothes out. And he was in there and he was hyperventilating. And then she just held him and he fucking had a heart attack and died in her arms.
Oh, my God.
And when I say that I am not mad at her for this, I am mad at her for so many fucking things. But she has to carry this weight. And I'm like, but you didn't see him?
Right.
She's like, Buddy's dark gray.
Yeah. He was
And
a tabby.
it's the dimly lit fucking laundry room at her house. And she's just quick throwing clothes. Now, maybe she was high. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Not paying attention.
he died. Wow. And that's what happened to Buddy. And she admitted that to me. And I guess that's kind of a mea culpa between us because she gave me that to make me feel better. And it did and it didn't.
Right. Obviously, sometimes knowing the truth in those types of things isn't going to make you feel better. But the fact that she fucked up that badly, I don't know, it kind of helps you alleviate some of your own guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So moving back to fuckery instead of heart-wrenching shit.
Right? Yeah.
Wednesday, the 24th September. The kids went to visit her for an hour. And then they argued the whole fucking time. And so The next day, the plan is for 60 days, and then she goes to step down. So 60 days at the place she's at St. Paul, and then she'll go to an outpatient step down where she will attend meetings.
Okay.
And that was where things were supposed to be going. And now during all this, she's got a mental health case manager. That's a lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking to her. You know, they're going to get her to this treatment place. But then she calls me Friday the 26th. She's at treatment, but she hates it. So the next day, she left treatment and was at home.
So how long did she end up staying at that St. Paul facility then? A week?
Maybe 10 days, I think.
A week and a half, roughly. Okay.
I can just say this.
Nowhere
because
near 60.
I'm going to forget some of the order of places.
Sure.
10. Roughly 10 different facilities, including treatment centers and detoxes.
Wow.
You fucking wow is right. And this whole time, she's still on this soft commitment. This stay of commitment. It's fucking ridiculous. So she left treatment and she was at home. She got picked up by her boyfriend and she went and got her property.
Okay.
And that's that. So she left treatment in St. Paul. She went home. And she won't talk to me or our daughter at that point. And then I notified CPS of her being at home. And they're telling her she needs to go back to treatment. And then I notified her mental health case manager, and they're like, you need to go back to treatment. And Jesus fucking Christ, she's still not back. But she did say to me on the phone that she isn't okay. So instead of going to treatment, she went to his house 100 miles away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to take a look at my phone because we're coming up on another major milestone here of communication with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And so now we are getting into October. This is Thursday, October 2nd, 2025. She's at his house and she wants help. She called our daughter and says, I need help. Get me help. And then our daughter's like, Dad, what do I do? And I'm like, we'll fucking call 911. We called 911. Here's a sequence of events. She's at the house. She's outside in the car, sitting in his vehicle in the truck that pisses fluids. She calls our daughter, says she needs help, that she's afraid he's going to hurt her. So I took over, and I had to call dispatch and say, connect me with, the other county sheriff's department, which they did. I got a female cop, best person I could have got. And she's like, okay, well, you're in luck because one of my specialties is helping women escape abusive domestic relationships.
Okay.
That's something that I've been an advocate. I'm like, fucking nice. Awesome. She goes to the house. She talks to her in the truck.
Yeah?
The Beast
Fucking sends her away. Now, this lady is not even down the road a mile.
Yep.
And
The Beast
texts our daughter like, tell the cop to come back. Tell her to come back. Now, it's like, what the fuck do you mean? You told her to go away. She told me that you told her to go away. And that there's nothing she can do until you ask for help.
So now she's asking for help.
She's asking for help. And then I text the cop. I'm like, she wants you to go back. She's like, well, if it's not safe there, ask her if she'll meet me. I'm like, well, I don't think she's safe to drive. She said that she's high. She used meth. I don't know if she's high, but she used meth. I'm like, okay, well, she's like, tell her to meet me at this gas station in 10 minutes. I tell
The Beast.
I'm like, just start walking. She's like, am I going to walk? She fucking takes his truck. She takes his truck and she starts driving. She gets to the gas station. She sees the cop. She gets freaked out. She fucking leaves. She leaves while the lady cop is like trying to call me to say she's got her and then also call for another officer so that they have a witness to all this.
Sure.
So she drives away and she calls me panicked. And I'm like, where the fuck are you? She's like, I don't know. I got freaked out. I don't know if that's a real cop. I'm like, we're back to this shit again. We don't know if they're real fucking cops. Come on. This is just like you swallowed a battery and you don't know if the doctors are real doctors.
Right.
Who the fuck else would these cops be? What the fuck?
Right.
So she goes, there's a baseball field. I don't know where I am. I'm like, okay, stay there. Stay right fucking there. Pull over, stay there. I call the lady cop. I'm like, do you have a baseball diamond nearby? She's like, oh yeah, it's just down the road a few blocks. I'm like, that's where she's at. Go fucking get her. Okay. They show up, and it's a guy who approaches.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's the shift sergeant. Approaches to talk to her. She calls me. I'm like, what do you want? Now, I'm just going to say this next part was not intentional, but our daughter is standing at the entrance to my bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend's laying next to me in bed. Anytime I talk to her, it's on speakerphone, so there's witnesses.
Yeah.
So she can't say I'm making shit up.
Right.
We all hear this. She is talking to the cop through a 1-inch window gap. She rolled it down, and he's like, I need you to get out of the vehicle. Well, she's like, well, I don't know who you are. He's like, this is who I am. She's like, well, I don't know if he's a real cop. And she says my name, and I'm like, put me on speakerphone. She's like, why? I'm like, just do it. I'm like, I'm her ex. We have 2 kids together. I'm the one who called you guys. I'm trying to get her the help. She's supposed to be in treatment. She's on the fucking lam right now, and she's under a stay of civil commitment. He's like, well, I want her to get out of the vehicle. And she's like, I don't want to get out. I don't know if he's a cop. I'm like, who the hell else is he going to be showing up? Did he show up in a squad car? Well, it's unmarked. I'm like, is he wearing uniform? Yeah. So do you think that's a Halloween costume? And the conversation is going back and forth. And he's like, if you don't get out right now, I'm going to break the window.
Oh, jeez.
And I just said, for the love of God, woman, do as he says. Follow the fucking directives. I don't care how scared you are. Unlock the door. Take the keys out of the ignition so that he doesn't think you're trying to run and he shoots you.
Right.
Do not have him break the fucking window. It's an escalated charge. Follow his fucking directives. Sir, I hear you. Don't break the window. I'm going to get her out. I talked her out.
Nice.
And then I talked to the lady cop again. And they didn't charge her with theft of the vehicle or DUI.
Amazing.
If you could believe that shit.
And in some ways, they think they're helping her by not charging her with that, but that would be one of those things that would actually help her, right? Because it would actually put her in jail and probably force her to follow more of these commitments.
Yeah, it's fucked because we're just a few days shy of our daughter's birthday.
At
right?
this point, yep.
So this is our oldest. She's going to turn 15. All this is going on. Now, she's actually surprisingly chipper. And I said to her, I'm like, what would you think if we did a Chuck E. Cheese birthday? Like when you were little. She's like, oh my God, yes. So in all of this craziness, there's that ray of sunshine that she's looking forward to her birthday still, even though mom can't be there. I know she's upset, but she's not showing it. She's got this fucking almost superhuman ability to compartmentalize that shit and put on a happy face about it. So anyways, they take her to a hospital. They take her to a hospital in Rochester.
Okay.
And when she gets there, she's walking all around. Walking around. She's at a certain building, and then they get her, right? She somehow got away from them, kind of. But she was in a secure part of the building.
Sure.
They get her, she's on a hold. And I talked to her mental health case manager. I gave an update about everything with the cops. And she's like, okay, well, we're going to talk to the courts today because of all of this. So now we're at Tuesday, October 7th.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to the case manager again. The stay has been revoked. She's now under a firm civil commitment.
Okay.
Only secure facilities from here on out. 6 months to a year. I'm fucking dancing, dude.
Right.
Because I'm like, I don't have to deal with her fucking up my life for at least a year while she works on herself. That is fucking awesome.
Best case scenario.
And then I finally talked to her 4 days later on our daughter's birthday. And I talked about the party plans and that her younger sister was going to be there. And it's just like, okay, it seems like she's clear of mind. We had the birthday party. It was a blast. Everybody was in good spirits. The next day, Sunday the 12th, I talked to her in the morning. How did I get to Rochester? She has no memory of any of the shit with the cops. She was tripping balls on I don't even remember what.
Yeah.
Or what combination of fucking street drugs. And I explained it all. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, he was going to break the window and pull you out because you would not comply. And he was afraid you were going to run. I told you to take the fucking keys out of the ignition so that he wouldn't shoot you like you're fucking Dante Wright or something. And then she thanked me for helping her.
One thing that I know about From personal experience, my own and from being around those who would do it to a lot more extremes than me, especially if you're using methamphetamine for a really long time and you are not getting much sleep, your grasp of reality and being able to actually create memories or remember things goes out the window. You basically time travel through stuff and you're like barely remember what you did over the course of like days and weeks and things like that. From extended use, I'm saying, long-term use.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah, absolutely. So then after that, she was going to go to Teen Challenge. And she was also in the ICU. And while she was in the ICU, she had like fucking tachycardia.
Oh, sped up heart rate, huh?
Yeah, and then I just have down this, I don't know if she asked or they asked about a DNR.
Ooh, do not resuscitate, huh? Why
Yeah.
would they, oh, wow. So there was a possibility that she was going to go under, huh?
Her blood pressure is always spiking super high, like fucking 200 over something. Yeah, I know, dude. But
she's just asking for a cardiac event.
yeah, but they got her down to, I'm going to air quotes this, normal. And then she got the Teen Challenge. And then she asked me about seeing the girls the next day. But I had the littles, so I couldn't. And then, because Teen Challenge was going to be so long, the next day, Saturday the 18th of October, she wants to leave already.
God damn it.
And she's trying to find a shorter program.
Like she can negotiate that after it was kind of enforced after her last stint? Wow.
Pretty much. She's trying to, I don't know how the fuck this keeps happening, that she has all this control. I got to tell you guys that I am completely flabbergasted at how much fucking leeway she was given throughout all of this.
Mm-hmm.
You think that somebody that's under civil commitment is going to be locked up in facilities, a care facility with multiple doors between her and the outside, but they just kept not doing it right. And then Sunday the 19th, somehow at 8:30 p.m. she's back at his house. And I'm just like, are you out of your fucking mind?
Did he come and pick her up? Must have.
I just have that it was, I don't even know what that says. I jotted a note to myself. My handwriting sucks. But Monday the 20th, I just wrote down, she's angry, high, and insults me about being a sober addict. It's an interesting conversation because she was telling me that I'm just as bad as she is, but I'm just a sober addict. That I have all the same levels of dysfunction in my life and vulnerability. And I'm like, I don't, because you don't work and I have a job. You're going to lose your house and mine is paid for. I might be going through an ugly divorce, but I have full custody of our kids, and the judge has told me she's going to get me 50-50 of my other kids. So don't fucking sit there and tell me that I'm anything and you understand all of that shit.
Yeah.
And then the next day, oddly enough, she called me to apologize for being mean and being a druggie. She does not apologize very often.
I was going to say, that must have been quite rare.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. She ends up back at the hospital because she doesn't know where else to go. And while she is there, she can't find where she needs to go to be locked up. And she calls her daughter, panic, like, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. Right? So the call to apologize for being mean and being a druggie is her basically admitting she's high on drugs again.
Yeah.
And our daughter had to call the Mayo and tell them that she was somewhere on their campus and that she had shown up under a fake name.
Oh, even better.
But because she was on a fake name and it took forever for them to find her, she got discharged and left. Fuck! And then I have that our daughter called 911 to report that she had left Rochester. They were looking for her. And she knew they were looking for her to take her away.
Sure.
And at some point, they picked her up.
They found her, huh?
And she was held in the back of the squad.
Wow.
Jesus Christ. So at this point now, I'm going to end this segment.
Yeah.
It's a marathon, and I'm just reading notes. And if you're trying to keep track, it's probably dry.
Yeah.
We've had some big events. There's more big events.
Yep.
And they'll be up in the next episodes. Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It podcast show. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm J-Man.
This is Steiny.
And that's the end.
B, 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 B. Beastapalooza. Beastapalooza. Beastapalooza.